the many years since we started JRA, we knew we were creating a community. And just look at all of you. It's kind of hard to see it with the lights, but look at all of you. What an amazing community it really is. And it's all through the beautiful act of giving tzedakah. But there's much more, because JRA was never made just to deliver a box of food. Delivering a box of food is only the body of the mitzvah of tzedakah, just the body. What's the soul? The soul of the mitzvah of tzedakah is when we deliver what's called our sever panim yafas. That means when we deliver a smile, our concern, our connection with those who get the food. That means that when we really put our whole selves into helping and really connecting with the other and connecting with joy, that's the soul of the mitzvah of tzedakah. The sages say that one who gives the tzedakah gets more than the one who receives it. That's because when we give of our soul, when we give it and we mean it, we ignite a partnership with God. That's a partnership which unites the giver and the receiver. And in that way, we both give and receive. The partnership brings unlimited brachas, and all of these blessings are because of the wonderful connection between all of us. So l'chaim to all of you as you deliver not just a box, but a sever panim yafas. You deliver your smile, your connection. You deliver your whole self. L'chaim to all the incredible infinite blessings that you bring to unite all of us. And those blessings come into our community and into the whole world. And we need this more, especially now. Last week, all of us in JRA delivered body and soul and brought blessings to 3,244 families. Each and every connection created an infinite blessing for all of us. So l'chaim, may there be many, many, many more as we continue to connect more and more of our people and bring Mashiach. L'chaim.
The highest form of wisdom is kindness, the Talmud. In 2016, everyone is connected to a device. Computers, iPads, smartphones, emails, texts, and of course, social media. Political arguments on Facebook, best friend pics on Instagram, our noses buried in our iPhones at the table. Connected digitally, disconnected personally. Is there no time for human interaction anymore? But then, once a month, we stop breathe, shut down our devices, pile in the car with our children, friends, colleagues, on sunny, rainy, snowy Sunday mornings to a warehouse in Northeast Philadelphia. It's cool to be kind. Standing 1,000 strong, an assembly line, congregating, organizing, schmoozing, laughing, packing, announcing bat mitzvah projects and anniversaries, singing happy birthday, and of course, eating bagels. Rabbis, college students, Orthodox, Reform, non-Jews, grandparents, teens, and more. The warehouse, now our temple. Our tribe at its finest, all egos aside, united in a sense of purpose and commonality. It's cool to be kind. Cars packed up with boxes of food, ready to greet families that become our families. Up the stairs, in the elevator, welcomed into homes for conversation, coffee. Thank you in many tongues, Yiddish, Russian, adonk, spasibo. Embroidered tablecloths, the smell of brisket in the air reminds us of our ancestors. We are one. Sitting around the kitchen table, face to face, eye to eye, this human interaction, recognition, with smiles, tears, joy, reminds us all that we are not alone, reminds us all that technology will never replace the human spirit. It's cool to be kind. When Sunday has passed, our compassion has only grown. Our daily ritual includes focusing on others. At work, school, grocery store, on the soccer field, we are present, softened, aware of those around us. What was once them and us is now just us. What was once we are only responsible for ourselves is now we are responsible for each other. Rabbi Zalman once said, "The people of Israel compose a single soul. Only their bodies are separate. We are one. We are one from the car to the warehouse to the people we serve. We serve and we are served with the gift of knowing nothing feels as good as giving to others." As we close 2016, a year filled with division and fear, we are desperate to find ways to tackle hate. We are longing to find places to stand side by side rather than single file. We are determined to show our children what love and community looks like, regardless of race, religion, or political party. When the media reminds us how fractured we are, JRA reminds us how united we can be, cultivating a quality of kindness that will never go out of style. Our consciousness elevated, a new state of mind. JRA lives, breathes, puts into tangible action. It's forever cool to be kind.
Wow, Vanessa, that was just unbelievable. And it beautifully details why we are all here tonight: human connection and the power of kindness. My name is Michelle Levin, and I am one of the co-chairs of tonight's event. And I just want to share with you that although we had every intention of starting at 6:30, we realized it might be more effective to keep you hungry and understand what our clients go through. So you get to listen to me for a while. I have a lot of thank yous to people that really make this organization work. In the spirit of tonight's theme, Cool to be Kind, I want to thank those who partner with JRA and help us do all that we do. Jewish Federation of Greater Philadelphia, Share Food Program, United Way of Greater Philadelphia and Southern New Jersey, our lead corporate sponsors, Beneficial Bank and Acme Box, JRA Yellow Cappers, the great lead volunteers at our monthly distributions, and of course, our amazing JRA Board of Directors, led by Daniel Albaum, Mark Earlbaum, Greg Jarin, and Rabbi Menachem Schmidt. Finally, a special thank you to the people behind the scenes who make everything JRA does look effortless, the JRA staff. Please join me in thanking Amy Krulik, Executive Director. In an effort to be kind, I'd say let's hold our applause to the end. Julie Rote, Chief of Operations, Melissa Saman, Program Director, Mariana Sauls, Director of Client Services, Julia Campbell, Program Assistant, Melanie Zanitsky, Director of New Initiatives, Cedric Steenbergs, Manager of Communication, and Ben Alston, Warehouse Manager. Now you can. Any of you out there who are not already involved, find one of these people. They're wearing name tags. They would be more than thrilled to help you get involved with this amazing organization. As Rabbi Schmidt mentioned in his devar, it's been many years since we launched this endeavor, meeting hungry people where they are, not just with boxes of food, but with human connection and kindness. This is the root of JRA's success. Now our roots are deep, the tree is tall, and the branches now shed more delicious fruit than ever. So what does that fruit look like? It looks like this. Over the last 16 years, our monthly food distributions have assisted nearly 3,800 low-income families throughout our region and engaged over 114,000 volunteers of all ages, backgrounds, and abilities who have delivered over 6 million pounds of fresh produce and food pantry items. In just the last year, JRA has launched or relaunched 4 exciting initiatives. JRA Aid, which matches volunteers with struggling families and individuals who need help, whether it's a ride to the doctor for a senior who no longer drives, or a family that needs help replacing missing floor tiles. JR Aid creates face-to-face connections while helping our clients maintain their dignity and self-respect. The JRA Leadership Academy, a nonprofit boot camp for community leaders in their 20s and 30s. Our Olive Class of 11 is learning about agency governance from the inside out, and they will help ensure that JRA remains a model service agency. The JRA app, coming to a cell phone near you soon, will put the entire JRA volunteer experience in the palm of your hand. Volunteers will be able to sign in, get their delivery route, and connect with navigation through this innovative new technology. And finally, the campaign. JRA's new Tzedakah program proves that as a community, we can spread kindness, make a difference, and take care of one another. We are proud to partner with Beneficial Bank on this exciting new initiative. As you can see, JRA unites community through acts of kindness and charity, which in turn helps each of us live more meaningful lives. Through social, innovative, grassroots activities, JRA helps people connect with their faith and community by creating opportunities for them to experience and appreciate the personal impact they can have on the world. Now, this is something really worth celebrating. At this time, I'd like to introduce my good friend and fellow co-chair tonight, Jill Rosen.
Thank you, Michelle. I am thrilled to introduce tonight's honorees, whom I'm honored and privileged to call my dear friends, Howard Bernstein and Frida Pepper. Howard, Frida, Jesse, Aaron, and Ben have been to 143 of the 197 total monthly JRA distributions. Amazing. Their first distribution was in October of 2001, and they have been delivering the same route to the same families for 8 years. Tonight's theme is Cool to Be Kind, and that so aptly describes this wonderful family. Howard, Frida, Jesse, Aaron, and Ben don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk. From their involvement with JRA to Temple Sinai, the Friendship Circle, and the Jack M. Barrack Hebrew Academy, they are always leading the way by living by example the phrase, Kol Yisrael Arevim Ze LaZeh. They take communal responsibility very seriously, and our community benefits from their give-back attitude every day. Ladies and gentlemen, our fabulous honorees and my close friends, the Bernstein Pepper family. In appreciation, come here, boys, of your inspiring volunteer service to JRA, it is my pleasure to present you with a beautiful handcrafted tzedakah box designed by glass artist Tamar Baskin. This 70s-inspired Ahava Love tzedakah box celebrates your commitment to JRA and for everything you do for this community. Mazel tov.
Wow, thank you so much, Jill and Michelle. I'm Frida Pepper, and I've been nominated by my family to make a few small remarks tonight. Unfortunately, our son Aaron couldn't be here. It's the finals time in college, and he couldn't quite make it. But with that, I just wanted to start by giving a very big heartfelt thank you to Greg Jaron, Daniel and Mark Earlbaum, and Rabbi Menachem Schmidt, and the entire JRA board. You are an inspiring group with a magical vision. We thank you for choosing our family to help you further your mission. We are truly humbled to be standing up here tonight as tonight's honorees. However, it doesn't really seem appropriate to be honored for something that our family simply enjoys doing together. We feel like we're being singled out for the opportunity that we get to pile into our car, stop at Dunkin' Donuts for coffee, and then spend a Sunday morning shoving some bagels into our mouths, and then maybe some cake and kibitzing with many people in our community. And of course, packing some boxes with food and delivering them to our friends that we've come to know on 7900 Algon Avenue. But we are being honored, and we accepted this honor because any opportunity to share our rewarding experience and to get others on board to do the same is one we could not pass up. Our connection to JRA goes back many years. About 15 years ago, my husband Howard, a tireless fundraiser, a dedicated mitzvah maker, a world-class hawker, and an eternal do-gooder, heard about an organization called the Jewish Relief Agency. He came home with the news and quickly got the family on board. Well, actually, since it's not really a democracy in our household, our kids were told to be on board. When they were young, not a problem, but as those teenage years set in, well, it wasn't as easy. But their father, who likes to break everything down to numbers, so after Howard sat the kids down and painstakingly calculated the small percentage of their monthly time that was spent doing the good work of JRA, they realized they had no fight, no rebuttal to that argument. So they came around. Despite some occasional grumbling over the years, our boys have happily done their part. In fact, we believe they have now done every job in the warehouse, from putting boxes together to breaking down boxes and to handing out food. I guess the only job they've never really had was to maneuver the pallet full of packed boxes, and we should all be thankful for that. And in hindsight, trusting them with the box cutters may have not been such a great decision either. And nonetheless, they've come away unscathed, and we're all better for it. Delivering the boxes after packing every month is also a treat for us as a family. We love that many of the recipients eagerly await our arrival. We are always greeted warmly. With smiles all around, we enter cramped apartments where, in many cases, the recipients don't speak the same language, and they want for things that we often take for granted. The folks we are delivering to are overjoyed to receive a box filled with a bag of onions, some canned carrots, some Kedem crackers, and maybe some sardines. We know they need the food, but it's more than that. It's the human connection, to see us and our boys and to know they can count on us every month. They can't thank us enough, and we are often showered with Russian candy, which tastes like nothing we've ever tasted before. But over the years, our boys would also be offered occasionally $1 or $2, and we'd let them take it. We don't want to insult our friends. It gives them a chance to be the givers. The entire experience is extremely rewarding in so many ways and benefits everyone involved in the process. What an easy and fun way to spend time with each other, but at the same time imparting life lessons to our children that we know they are carrying with them. The opportunity for just a few hours a month to join thousands of people in our community trading their free time to help repair the world in a very tangible way is a gift. It's a gift JRA has given to us, to our community, and to those in need. How lucky are we? We couldn't end this speech tonight without taking some time to thank the amazing cast of shiny, happy people who embody JRA and who we look forward to seeing on a monthly basis. To those volunteers who are in the trenches, we'd like to thank you. Thank you to the yellow cappers. You keep everyone in line, literally. Thank you to David Matez. He is a born traffic cop, and regardless of the weather, he is at his post. Thank you to Todd Salkovitz and the team that makes the boxes. Where would we be without the world-famous JRA box? Thank you to Sean Martin and the guys at the end of the line sealing the boxes and loading them onto the pallets. We thank Ken and Gita who oversee the break room. You keep the peace in a small room with hungry Jews and bagels. No small feat. And we thank Mo and the frat boys who load up the cars with the boxes. We look forward to many, many more years of participating in the monthly food distributions, even when all of our kids are grown and flown. And finally, we'd like to thank all of our family and friends for coming out tonight to support and celebrate JRA. We are touched by your generosity and thrilled that you could all be here. And of course, a very special shout out and thank you to our friends and co-chairs for this evening's program, Jill and Brian Rosen and Michelle and Rob Levin. Your good nature and humor have made planning for this event so incredibly enjoyable. And one last thank you to Amy Krulik. We saved the best for last, and we have a little surprise for you. So please come up here and stand with us. Your boundless, positive energy is contagious. It has truly been an honor to get to know you better over the last few months. You inspire us all to do more. In fact, many of you might not know this, but after 10 years at JRA, Amy is moving on to a new challenge. And in honor of her incredible service to this agency, her fabulous and energetic staff has prepared something special in your honor. JRA staff, please come up to the stage.
Hi. At JRA, we like to talk about the numbers. We talk about the number of clients we serve, the number of volunteers we engage, and the number of boxes we deliver. Well, here are some interesting numbers about Amy. She has presided over 116 JRA distributions, 10 fundraising events, all fabulous, 3 offices, 2 warehouses, and she has raised over $7 million for JRA. On a personal note, our JRA office family has some numbers of its own. Together, we have planned 8 bar and bat mitzvahs, survived 7 driver's license exams, celebrated 7 high school graduations, endured dozens of college applications, and responded to numerous urgent phone calls from our kids. We have been through a lot in the past 10 years. Amy has been our leader, our colleague, and our friend. I cannot think of many other people who can do what she does, planning fabulous fundraising events like tonight, writing detailed grant reports, cheering on a warehouse full of enthusiastic volunteers, driving a U-Haul truck, and packing hundreds of food boxes, all while talking on the phone. Amy, your energy is boundless, and your enthusiasm is contagious. Over the years, as we have worked side by side, literally, you have been our chief decision maker and problem solver. You have been a cheerleader, volunteer greeter, box schlepper, and storyteller. You have been the champion of clients, a voice for the voiceless, and an advocate for the needy. You have worn many hats over the years, though, as we all know, you hate wearing hats, though the occasional crown is fine. And in addition to all of these things, you still remember to get the cake and decorate the office for everyone's birthday. For all this and so much more, we thank you, Amy, for all you have done for us and for JRA. We would like to present you with this tribute book, just a minute, containing contributions from the staff, the board, and the Yellow Cappers. We will miss you very much, but we know where to find you. Good luck in your next exciting adventure.
Thank you all so much. For anyone who knows me, all right. I'll tell a joke at my own expense. For anyone who knows me, I'm never at a loss for words, but I honestly and truly did not know this was happening, or I might have, I don't know, prepared something. I want to say this from the bottom of my heart, thank you to my colleagues who have become my friends and are part of my family. I thank you. You guys, I don't know if I can say what an extraordinary opportunity it has been for me over the last 10 years. When it started 10 years ago, it was just me and Julie in the office. You can see that our staff has gotten a little bit bigger. To the board, to the volunteers, to our Yellow Cappers, to tonight's honorees and our co-chairs, it has been an honor and a pleasure of epic proportions to have the opportunity to lead this organization over the last decade. As I said on Sunday to about 1,400 volunteers who were there, I don't plan on being a stranger, and our next distribution is January 15th, and I hope to see you all there. Thank you all so much for being here tonight.
Shut it down.
Smart, smart. How do you follow that up? You guys have already done the standing ovation for the night. I guess you're done. We may as well just walk off. We thought that we were following Michelle and Jill, but all right.
That was wrong.
Yeah, we were definitely wrong. I am Robert Levin, and this is my good friend Brian Rosen. For anybody who doesn't know, we belong to Michelle and Jill, respectively, or interchangeably. What we came to understand is that we stand between you and dinner and alcohol.
It's a pretty tricky spot to be here,
Yeah.
so we're going to keep, my job's to keep him moving.
Yeah, it wasn't my choice, and here we are. It would have been a lot easier to kind of read off a teleprompter, and everybody would have been happy, no waves. It would have been happy, no one gets hurt, you know what I mean? But you can see what happened in the world when that happens. Be patient. We also want to welcome everybody to this awesome event honoring our friends, Howard and Frida, and the boys, Miss Aaron. There couldn't be a couple more deserving of recognition this evening. And what an evening. Look at this place. This is cool. The Fillmore. When I think of the Fillmore, I think of San Francisco infancy in the rock scene in the late 60s and early 70s, when most of us, at least me, were just kind of barely out of diapers, getting close to being back in diapers, but in between there's life. As a venue, the original Fillmore helped launch the careers of such greats as the Grateful Dead, Jimi Hendrix, Zeppelin, Santana, and the Doors. And with every great venue comes a great house band. So I have the honor and privilege of introducing ours tonight. Brian and I are proud to introduce Baal Shem Tov, and I practiced the name so I didn't screw it up too badly. Right? Right, Rabbi?
You did well on that one.
Oh, thank you. Spotlight, we are highlighting and spotlighting JRA co-founder Rabbi Menachem Schmidt on guitar. Come on, give us some notes. Ah, thank you. That's some notes. Along with Josh Madoff on keyboards. Father and son Warren and Leonard Mobley on bass and drums. With vocals extraordinaire Dave Pearl. Sir,
Yeah.
I kept it under 5
You did
minutes.
well.
They told me to
You're
keep it
on-
under
you're
5
doing
minutes. I
great.
did
You're-
okay.
You're doing fine. I'll give you one of these every so often.
Shoot.
Oh. Well, you got to slide over a little. On behalf of everyone at JRA, I want to thank you again for your amazing support. We like to say that JRA is nothing without you, and that has never been more true than tonight. Tonight is the official kickoff for the JRA Year of Kindness. What does that mean, you might ask, since JRA is always about kindness? It's an extra special push to keep the power of kindness top of mind all year long. To touch someone with kindness is to change someone forever, because for everyone you touch, you also reach everyone they will ever know, and everyone they will ever know. And so for the rest of all time, your kindness will be felt in waves that spread long after you move on.
All right, now what I think is the funniest thing about the entire evening is it's my job to ask you guys to part with your cash. So, here comes the pitch and the heavy lifting, but there's no sneaking out now. The bar is closed and the food's not available until Brian says so.
Well, unfortunately, we can't really see well, so
No.
if people are sneaking out, we wouldn't be able to tell them.
I don't see any. Sit down. Sit. Okay. Now, make your kindness commitment here and now. There are 4 easy ways, and the last one really doesn't count because it's the reason why we're all here, just to have some fun. To keep doing what we are doing at JRA, we need money to feed the hungry and additional services through JR Aid, like rides to stores, home repairs, and transportation to doctors and more. But we gotta have money to provide these great services. So, one more time, give There are cards and pens on your table, and those wonderful JRA people will swing around and get those cards from you, so fill them out. Number 2, take a JRA tzedakah can home when you leave, and after you've been fed and finally libated and musicked, get it filled up with your campaign. Did I say that right? Okay. And lastly, take a look at the 12 suggestions on the back of your program for different ways to connect with JRA and lend your help. And of course, the purpose of tonight is really to be friendly and share a commonality of why we're here. Let's make it sort of like a kumbaya moment. Carry on.
So please reach a bit deeper if you can, so JRA can extend its reach and help even more people in this amazing community. And now the Baal Shem Tov will play for us while we proceed for dinner and drinks. Just to let you know, there are 2 buffets, one on the right side, well, my right, and to my left. There's a bar in the back right here, and then as you came in by the lobby, there's another bar. So you can spread out there with the drinks so you don't have to be on top of each other. And once again, thanks for being here, and remember, it's cool to be kind.